2 years that I've been completely drug free. Man, I mean, I'm so happy that I'm even able to make this video right here, and I had to make this video just because I mean 2 years ago, if I ever looked in, if I ever even thought about making it to this moment right here, I would have been just like in disbelief, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, and it's crazy because I've been struggling with addiction since I was 10 years old. I mean, that's the age that I started smoking at, and it progressed from there. I've done all fucking drugs. I'll put it all out there, you know what I'm saying? I did all the hard shit. I did coke, I was doing meth, I was doing pills, all kinds of pills, name it. And I've probably done it. I've done acid, shrooms. Man, I've done a lot of fucking drugs, and I did it throughout the like 12 years of my life. It wasn't until I was 22 years old, this month right here, July, that 2 years ago, I decided to really just take that step into fucking just being a fucking man of my fucking word, and deciding that, you know what, no fucking more, like that, this is it. I'm not going to be struggling with this shit no more. And it's truly a fucking blessing, because I mean, I've tried so many fucking times, just like so many of you who are probably watching this video right now, that you're on you're on attempt number 88, trying to make a fucking that change in your life, where you're tired of fucking smoking, you're tired of whatever drug of choice it might be for you, you know what I mean? Because this all applies to anyone who's struggling to any type of addiction, regardless of how it manifests in your life. And I mean, shit, dude, it's hard, and it's very defeating mentally when you say that you're gonna do something, you try to make that commitment, and you relapse, you had a good 3 months, boom, back on the shit hard, way fucking back, 6 months, and then you fuck it up, and man, I mean, it's truly fucking devastating to your ego, to your pride. And it gets to that point where it becomes your fucking identity, and you're like, you know what, man, fuck it, I'm just not even gonna fucking try no more. It's just who I am. I can't live without it. I can't live without the weed. I can't live without the pills, the coke, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't live without it, and I knew I was really struggling with a fucking massive problem when I started hiding my addiction from the people that I started with. I started to hide my addiction with pills from my wife, from my friends, and I used to smoke and drink with my friends all the time. We would do bad shit together, and I would hide it from them because I was so embarrassed of like how bad I was really fucking knocking and fiending. My wife used to tell me about times where she used to stay up at night and be worried about me literally like dying in my sleep, because I used to take pills, and then like you would get like, she would listen to my breathing, and sometimes she would be like, fuck, dude, like you would skip a breath, you'd stop breathing, and then take like a massive breath like in your sleep and shit, and like that was the pills. I mean, I used to do fucking lots of fucking coke, lots of blow, you know what I'm saying? I was off the butter, you feel me? And shit, man, I was going through like balls in a motherfucking week and shit, you know what I'm saying? It was bad. I was doing meth as well, and I never smoked it, but I was snorting that shit, fucking maniac, and I was doing meth so hard that like fucking, I was snorting all these fucking lines, and this shit literally got like an infection in my sinuses, and I like literally could not fucking like snort this shit no more, because it would fucking literally hurt. I had like, my nose was getting fucked up from me beating the shit out of it with this fucking meth and coke, you know what I'm saying? And that didn't even stop me. I started parachuting meth, because I was like, well, if I can't fucking snort it, I'm gonna start eating it. I would like tear off a little sheet of like napkin, you know how it's like 2 layers, and to make it thinner, and I put like a half a gram of crystal meth in that bitch, tie it all up, and fucking literally swallow it. It's called parachuting it, those who know, you know what I'm saying? And I'd get my high through there. I couldn't go through my nose no more. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be fucking off the rails, I mean, there was moments where I literally was like, I was still driving, and I would take like so many fucking pills. It was literally dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's honestly fucking sad. And I lived so many years of my life like this, you know? And in my mind, man, I was like a fucking slave to this shit because I knew it was bad. Like, I didn't like want to be, nobody wants to be addicted to fucking crystal meth. That shit is like embarrassing. You don't want nobody to call you a fucking tweaker or a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, people polish up the coke, you know, it's like a celebrity drug, you know, you're a badass slanging kilos, da, 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 you know, it's like a lifestyle. So it's almost like a status type of thing. It's like, yeah, man, I fucking go through a ball a week, you know? It's almost like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you have a problem. What the hell? You know, and again, you know, I'm just trying to explain to, because some people are just like, oh, dude, it's just weed. Like, you don't have it bad, because we got fucking heroin users, crackhead users, or crack users and shit like that. You know, that's really hard to get off of. You know, I remember the withdrawals I had from like the pills, dude. Like, my family literally, and my mom and my wife literally took my keys from me and could not let me leave the house for like a couple of days because they couldn't trust me. They literally could not trust me. They knew if they let me leave the house, I would get my hands on some fucking pills and I would fucking take them. You know what I mean? So, and I was going through these withdrawals, and oh my God, like, bro, my stomach was like burning. I was begging my wife, my poor wife, like, just trying to like help me out through this shit, you know? I was literally like, please, please, like, just take me to Walmart and, you know, well, just get me like some fucking Tylenol or some, you know, some painkillers to just help ease this off. I just need something, you know? Like, imagine, you know, like, imagine that, bro. Like, it's fucking sad. It's really sad, you know? But man, I'm truly blessed, and this is truly just a fucking a testament to the power of God, just being like the miracles that he can do for people in a matter of moments. You know, it's amazing. And so thankful to God, so thankful to the people that he put in my life at the correct moment, because that's how it was clear. It was truly a miracle. You know what I mean? I mean, the way I decided to just say, you know, it's enough, is, believe it or not, was through mentorship. I wanted to get in shape because I got fat. You know, I had 2 kids. I was married, you know, and I'm talking about 2 years ago, where we're in this position where I decided to take that step into, you know, becoming sober and fucking get, you know, just changing my life. I needed that life change. And so I had found this coach. Shout out to my mentor, Gas Money, Gas Money One. You guys should go check out his YouTube, go follow his Instagram, go seek help with my mentor, because this man changed my life. You know, God used him to bless me and to bless my family and to bless all those who have helped too, you know, because that's the whole purpose of this world. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I decided that I wanted to get in shape because I was overweight. You know, I wasn't feeling confident in myself anymore. I had let so much stuff happen to me that, you know, I was just like, I don't know how I got here, and I need to fucking make something happen, and I need to change, and I need help. I don't know how I'm gonna do it on my own. And so I seen Gas Money, my coach, you know what I'm saying? I found him on Instagram. Little to know, this man was fucking 40 minutes away from me. I live in Vallejo. I live in Vallejo, and he was staying out in St. Helena. And so I'm literally out here in the fucking place that saved my life right now, is this gym where I work now currently. And, you know, there's so many stories, you know, but that's a video for another time. But yeah, I'm out here right now making this video. It's July 4. I just closed up the shop. You know, I'm in St. Helena in front of the gym that, you know, it was truly a fucking a sanctuary for me, you know. And so I was like, yo, man, you know, my dumbass self was like, I'm trying to bulk up, da, 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 you know. And he was like, all right, you know, definitely not going to bulk up with your fat ass. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you chopped first, and then we will bulk up. You know what I'm saying? But I remember, like, on the mentorship, you know, we have these coaching calls that are every single Wednesday. And so on that first coaching call, I thought that we were going to talk about, you know, nutrition, fucking workouts, and, you know, stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? And so on this fitness program, um, I ended up stumbling and getting myself into a lot more than that. I actually invested into a personal development program that was going to change my life forever, you know, me not knowing that yet, you know, because I'm walking into this fucking call for the first time, man. You know, I'm listening to these people on these call. I'm the youngest motherfucker on this fucking call. I'm like 22 at this time, and everyone's talking about like their marriages, their fucking, you know, drinking problems, like fucking, they're talking about real life shit, you know what I'm saying? And coach was on there talking about vices, and I was young and dumb. I'm a little hoodlum off the street from Vallejo and shit, you know what I'm saying? That it's like all fucked up, you know? And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck a vice is. So I'm like, yo, what is a vice? And, you know, he explained it on that call, and he was like, a vice is anything that you do where you seek out instant gratification and makes you regret it and feel guilty later. And that could be so many things. That could be porn, that could be weed, that could be drinking, that could be food, that could be comfort, that could be cheating, adultery, whatever it is. If it it's instant gratification, and you feel bad afterwards, you feel guilty afterwards, that is a vice, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, God, boy, I got all of them. I was like, I got all of them. I drink, I smoke, I do drugs. I'm fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, shit. I was going to ask a question about like MyFitnessPals, and I was like, which macros should I follow? Because this should adjust to my calories that I burn. And after hearing everybody's questions, I was like, shit, bro. He's over here talking about like, we don't do that shit on Team Gas Money. You feel me? You know, big muscular fucking Mexican guy, you know? And I was like, fuck. I was like, damn. I was like, well, and I was really, I'm all about like being a part of something, community. I'm all about community. And so this is a big community. And I was like, I want to be a part of Team Gas Money, and I want to represent, you feel me? And so I was like, well, fuck, you know what I'm saying? There's one thing about me that I'm so cool with being vulnerable. I will cry in front of you guys in this camera. I'll tell you guys, I'll show all my skeletons, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, you know? And so I knew that I had to speak up. And so I raised my hand, and I was like, coach, you know what I'm saying? And I have a clip of this video of literally the exact moment that it happened, because I was like, man, that was such a good call. I went back and watched it many times. Anyways, I told him, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I struggle with weed, bro. I'm fucking taking dabs all the time. I'm smoking, you feel me? And I struggle with that shit. I relapse every time I've tried to stop. I've gotten kicked out the army because of my weed habit. I've gone fired damn near from every single fucking job, just from the bad habits that I've had, me being lazy, the effects of me smoking and shit, you know? Like, that is the downfall of literally the story of my fucking life, is this addiction that I've been dealing with since I was 10 years old. And like that moment, it was like God used him and like fucking rebuked the addiction out of me. And then bow, like he was like, bro, those words right there, never again. You're never gonna say those words again. Never say that you're gonna relapse again. Let it be the last time that you say that, you know? And he asked me a question, and I'm gonna ask you guys that question, because if you're watching this, you're probably trying to stop smoking weed, or you're probably trying to see, shit, what's the fucking hype all about being this depressed ass sober life, you know? And I'll tell you right now, it's not depressing. It's actually very depressing when you're smoking your fucking life away, or drugging your life away, trying to get high all the time, because it's really just an escape. Anyways, I don't want to go into y'all like that, but the question I'll ask you guys is this right now. Think about who you could be. Think about who Johnny would be, or in this case, it was me. Think about who Gilly would be if he stopped smoking weed. Think about it for a quick second, you know? And I closed my eyes, and I like looked up for a second. I really thought, like I was actively thinking. I'm like, who the fuck would I be? And I was like, for a fact, I know I would be better because one, I wouldn't be spending so much fucking money on this stupid ass addiction. You know, I would be, you know, I would say more disciplined. You know, I would be more present. I would be smarter. You know, I definitely would just be a better overall a better individual, you know, if I was to just drop this habit, you know. And obviously he's smart. This motherfucker's smart. He used what I wanted and he was like, you're never gonna get in fucking shape if you don't stop this shit today. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get ripped if you can't drop fucking weed, like that straight pussy shit, you know. And I was like, fuck. You know, and I had signed up for a program for like 3 months, you know. It's 2 years, we still on this motherfucking program and we don't leveled up in so many other ways, you know. But in that time, I already had a finish line in my mind. All right, after these 3 months of programs are up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go take over the world. Anyways, I was like, fuck, bro. So if I can't get in shape, I was like, I'm gonna just listen to him, bro. You know, he told me, stop all that shit, dude. Just stop the weed, stop the drugs, bro. Get fucking sober and watch what that does to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like in that moment, I've never, ever had like the urge to fucking want to smoke weed again or do any drugs, you know what I'm saying? Never again. I like not a fucking puff like since that moment, bro. It's truly a miracle. It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And I just never went back. Like I literally cleaned out my whole cabinet of shit. I cleaned out the closet, you know what I'm saying? Got rid of all the paraphernalia. I fucking destroyed my fucking bong. I literally just got like 2 grams of wax and I bought in some like an eighth of weed and stuff, you know? Like I had just re-upped, you know? And I was like, fuck. I was like, bro, okay. I'm gonna just finish smoking all this shit and then I'll stop, you know? And I was like, man, fuck no. Like, I'm already caught myself just being a pussy. And I was like, fuck that, dude. I was like, we're gonna stop right now. Fuck that, bro, because you do this shit all the time. I'll just smoke all the rest of my shit, and then what ends up happening? Well, I just re-upped again. You know, you didn't actually stop. We all know it. You watching it, you all know it. You're guilty too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about it because I know the get down. You feel me? And so my little fiend ass will start scraping resin off the bong and shit. And some of y'all are probably not that bad. I was an extreme case, you know, so I knew I had to get rid of everything, bro. You feel me? And so I was like, get it out the house. I threw that shit away, bro. Cleaned out the garbage. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Got it out of my head. Deleted everything on social media that was literally a trigger for me. You know what I'm saying? So like people who were smoking all the time, doing drugs, all the plugs, all the clubs that I had subscriptions to and shit, bro. Got rid of them, just cleaned it out because I just didn't even want it to come into my head, you know? I was a big gamer. And so anytime I was sitting down, I would reach out to my cabinet and like, you know, want to smoke, and I started catching that. So anytime I had a moment that was like, I caught myself even trying to linger around the fucking thought of it, I was like, kids, let's go. We're going to the fucking park, you know? I just had to get like myself busy, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, like what ended up happening was that, you know, obviously we're here today, you know, making this amazing video, but I got in the best shape of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was truly fucking like insane for me. I was 180, hella fat. You know, I got down all the way to like 139 and a half in 3 months, dude. Straight fucking lean, dry. Like motherfuckers thought I looked sick, you know, and I took it there because I needed it. You know, I needed to like just fucking go all in. And the habit of being able, and I just want to put it in perspective for you guys, okay? If you guys are falling victim to your addictions, your vices, you're succumbing to all that shit, that has this crazy power over you. You know, it has more power over you than you have over yourself. Imagine this hand right here. You don't have control of it. It's reaching for the weed. You're like, I don't want it. I don't want to. And you literally cannot stop yourself from picking up that fucking wax pen, clicking that button and taking a motherfucking blanker, bro. Like, straight up, dude. You don't have the nuts to stop yourself from doing that shit. So life in general is gonna be so hard for you, bro. This is how you get stuck in the so-called matrix, because you can't get yourself to wake up on time. You can't get yourself to do anything you tell yourself to do. Show up to the fucking gym knowing damn well you need to fucking go there because you're 40 pounds overweight. You know, you can't get yourself to eat clean. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I shouldn't eat that shit, but fuck it. 3x3 in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, we're going all in. You know what I'm saying? Doing like drugs, the porn, bro. Oh my goodness. This part, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, think about that. You feel me? Like, if you are falling victim to things that literally, like, they don't speak, they're just things, bro, you're gonna be fucking cooked in life, bro. Life is gonna fucking have its motherfucking way with you. You're gonna be life's bitch. You know what I'm saying? Straight up like that, telling y'all how it is, you know? And having this amount of self-control, this amount of discipline, that you can literally get yourself to do anything you tell yourself to do. Having that type of self-dominion, wow. You guys don't even know, like, if you don't practice this currently, y'all don't even know the fucking, like, the power that you can have from having this type of self-control. You can literally pick anything in the fucking world that you want to do, and you can get yourself to fucking do it just by having that one little habit of, I have the power to say no to all that, and I have the power to say yes to me. That has taken me in so many fucking places, y'all. Straight up. And I don't give a fuck. I'll talk shit about it, bro. Because at the end of the day, somebody needs to, bro. I was smoking that motherfucking weed, bro, for like since age 10 to 22, dog. You're not gonna fucking tell me otherwise. Bro, I'm more creative when I'm smoking weed, bro. Dude, that shit doesn't make you creative, bro. That shit makes you stupid. That shit makes you lazy. That shit makes you either fat or anorexic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you either don't eat because you're over there fucking smoking all the time, or you eat way too damn much because you got the motherfucking munchies with your high ass. You know what I'm saying? And these, bro, like, honestly, it's just not good, bro. It's not healthy, you know what I'm saying? And especially not the way I was doing it, bro. I was smoking all day, every day, no matter what. Before I did anything, I had to smoke. First thing I did when I woke up was fucking get the torch, heat up the nail. I'm taking a motherfucking slabber, bro. I'm taking a glob to the face, boom, high as shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking before work, at work, after work, before every meal and after every meal, before I go to sleep and after I wake up, bro. Just lit, high as shit. And anytime I didn't fucking do it, I was like, all right, bro, I can't wait to smoke that motherfucking pen, take that motherfucking dab, to roll up that wood and smoke up that doty. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. It was crazy, bro. You know, and now, bro, like, I don't even have, like, it gives you so much anxiety. It gives you so much, like, need to go do that. Now, bro, like, it's peace, bro. Like, I don't have that voice in my head that's like, I only have a half a gram of wax left. I'm gonna have to re-up here in the next day or two. And let's start portioning out your fucking wax and your hits. So that way, because you know you broke as hell, motherfucker. How, you know what I'm saying? You got to start portioning yourself out and shit. I'm able to just literally sit down, dude, and be present in my emotions, in my mind, in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to help people and tell them, yo, dude, I was in your fucking position right now. You watching this video, literally, I was in the same position, bro. And I was able to get here. It's possible. You know, I can't imagine how many years my mom and dad prayed for this moment right here, for me to be free of that, you know? Like, I can't thank God enough for, you know, allowing this to happen. It's amazing, y'all. And now from just me being able to have self-control, I have the best physique I've ever had in my life. I help people do the same. I help people get in shape. I'm an online coach. I'm a personal trainer here at the gym that saved my life. I'm having more money than I ever had in my fucking life. I have a way better relationship with God. Like it's crazy. I have a better relationship with my wife, my kids. Like, oh man, I could get emotional right now from like the love I have for my kids, even myself. Like, I love myself so much, bro. Like, how many people can really say that? Like, I love what I see in the mirror. I love who I am right now. I love life. I love life. I'm so grateful. I wake up every day at the same time. I wake up literally hella early all the time, and I don't care. It's what I do. I wake up hella early. I come work out. I eat fucking healthy. I fucking work out every single fucking day. And I fucking literally wake up with the purpose of serving my people, of God's people, serving his people, and being able to just be the vessel that he can use to impact people. Even with this testimony, this video right here that you're watching can change your life right now if you let it. This could be the video that gets you to stop. You know what? Like, fucking Gilly did it. Why the fuck can't I? Some of y'all don't even have all those addictions that I had. You know what I mean? Some of y'all only just struggling with weed. Bro, I had them all. I stopped all of them. You guys don't know how hard it is to, if you've never done like hard drugs that like actually get you hooked. You guys don't know how hard it is like to come off of those drugs. People die coming off of fucking like pills and shit like that from the withdrawals, from how bad they get. It's literally insane. So I'm making this video to let people know that, like, bro, you can fucking do it. Sis, you can do it. You can put that fucking weed down and start picking up the weights. You know what I'm saying? You can start picking up some money, girl. You know what I'm saying? Start picking up something healthy, because this shit is so bad for you. And there's so many people that glorify this shit, and we're so desensitized now from social media and all the people that we look up to. We fucking literally normalize being high all the time, being drunk all the time, fucking like that life that you see on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, the rappers, all these people who are like high status. That's what they do. That's what they partake in. So us, regular individuals, now I'm a rare individual because I do shit that 99% of the fucking world does not do. Like, wake up early, work out, stay in shape, have a six-pack, and fucking have no vices. Just doing that will put you in the top percent. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, all the people you look up to partake in that shit, And I know me not partaking in that stuff is a literal superpower. I know I'm stronger than you because you can't say no to the weed. I know you can't say no to the drugs. I know you can't say no to the porn. You know what I'm saying? If you can't say no to that shit, I don't care how much actual stronger you are than me, and like in a weight room type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Or how much more money than you got than me, you still struggle with self-control. You still struggle with self-dominion. So at the end of the day, how strong are you? And I know that I'm stronger than that person because I can say no. I have that power. And many people don't. Many people fucking don't, And shit. Again, I'm going to just wrap up this video real quick with, if you're watching this shit, man, you can fucking make that change today. Follow me on my Instagram, Gilbert_Roliga. Watch my posts, watch my content, because I post about all this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to do it, because we got way too many motherfucking bitch ass motherfuckers promoting all this shit of a path to literally destroy yourself. And all I'm going to post for the rest of my life is Anyways, the video cut off, y'all, and so I'm gonna wrap this shit up real quick. And so I'm just gonna post for the rest of my life a way of bettering yourself through personal development, become the best version of yourself, a path to get closer to God. You know what I'm saying? A path of literally self improvement. All right, y'all. So I mean, somebody's got to do it. So I hope this video helped you. I know it will. So I hope y'all received that. Okay. All right. It's 4th of July, so I hope all y'all had a good 4th. All right. Let's get it.